might wanna buckle up, baby.
Punch, and I'm Jacob, and welcome to Lightspeed. And this is a video that I did not expect to make at all. I actually don't even have a script for this video, so we'll see how that goes. But if you can remember all the way back to 2019, right after The Rise of Skywalker came out, Marvel Comics was quick to announce a comic adaptation for that movie slated to be released in 2020. Which wasn't too surprising considering that we had comic adaptations for The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and so much more. However, for reasons that are kind of unknown, The Rise of Skywalker's comic book adaptation never ended up being released, making it a really big piece of Star Wars related lost media. But much like Emperor Palpatine in the Rise of Skywalker movie, somehow the comic book adaptation for The Rise of Skywalker has returned. In an official announcement made by Marvel Comics today, the comic book adaptation for The Rise of Skywalker is finally being released 5 years later and will be released issue by issue starting in February of 2025. They even showed off some new art which looks amazing. They show Leia training on Agent Kloss and even Palpatine being worked on Exegol. It honestly looks amazing, and considering that the artist is actually the same artist that worked on The Rise of Kylo Ren comics, it has me really excited. Anyone that knows me from Twitter or this channel, by this point, I feel like everyone kind of knows that The Rise of Skywalker is tied with The Last Jedi as my favorite Star Wars movie, so to say that I am excited for this is kind of an understatement. It's one of those things to where, you know, I looked at my phone and I just kind of stood and looked at it in disbelief. I was like, no way, 5 years later on a random Wednesday, they announced that this comic book adaptation is finally being released. But you know what? Here we are. That being said, now is the part where I get to put on my tinfoil hat. So take what I'm about to say with a massive grain of salt, because guys, I think that I might have had something to do with the release of this. Mark Panicha is a senior editor at Marvel Comics, and he's in charge of, like, the X-Men, the Hulk, Wolverine, Star Wars, and so much more. Mark actually follows me on Twitter, and despite the fact that I've actually never really spoken with him, he's tagged me in a few tweets here and there about new Star Wars comics, which honestly is great. I love it, and it helps keep me updated on the latest issues. But I'm not exaggerating whenever I say that one day before this video was published, I made a tweet saying, man, it really sucks that we'll never see the Rise of Skywalker comic adaptation fully get released and see the light of day. And I didn't even see this until today, but Mark actually commented under my original post and said, is this something that you would want to see? I don't want to take too much credit for this in case it's just a crazy coincidence and I had nothing to do with this, but like, I don't know. Either way, I'm extremely excited about this news. It's a great day to be a fan of The Rise of Skywalker. Sequel fans, we are so back this February. I cannot wait for next year. We've got a lot of awesome Star Wars content on the way, and I'm just so excited about this. I'm kind of at a loss for words because I truly never thought that this comic was going to see the light of day. So the fact that we actually have like an official release date for it, it's blowing my mind. This is awesome. That being said, are you excited for this adaptation? Do you love The Rise of Skywalker? Are you not a fan of it? Are you excited to see if maybe this comic adds some more context to the movie? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until the next video, may the Force be with you.